Hello everyone, and welcome back to StoneBlock. In this episode, we are going to be continuing on where we left off, going to explore the Wayfinder's Vault, and finishing up the remaining Tier 2 World Engine upgrades. Now, in typical fashion, I have done a few things off camera, I made a lot of upgrades, and I also made that thing over there, right over my shoulder. That is a create farm, and I'll show that to you here in just a second, but I want to show you a few other things first. So this is one of the first things that I made. This is an advanced block breaker, and to get that I did have to work through just dire things, but it's a pretty simple mod. All you have to do is just upgrade your goo, and the recipe's pretty simple. We got this stuff from going to the Nether dungeon in the last episode, and then we got this stuff from the ancient city. So yeah, all I had to do was just place down that void shimmer goo, put some diamond blocks around it, use an ender pearl on it, and then that's how you get the celestigems to make this. And I also am using this celestigem pickaxe with the drops teleporter because it is automatically putting all of the certus quartz that it drops into the controller. And then the advanced block breaker, you can have a filter set to make sure that it's only breaking the fully grown clusters. I also cleaned up our power. I moved the energy cubes into the room with the lava and just made it a cleaner cable line. I also made it so that the entangleporter is what's providing power here, not the ender cell or the ender gates. Additionally, I condensed the compacting drawers setup and added drawers for all of the different types of ingots as well as their unsmelted counterparts, and I added a few more unearthers, and I'm using these logistical sorters from Mechanism to pull the items into a drawer just to have a sort of backlog for the unearthers so that in the case that we ever stop producing resources, they'll still get to produce for a while. And we also added another unearther, and he is digging through soul sand. Now, let me show you the farm, and then I'll show you how the soul sand is being created. Coming over here, we have our create farm. This is a simple minecart contraption. It just runs on a cart. I forgot that I put this trapdoor over here. So yeah, it can, because it is an entity, it is a contraption, it can clip through blocks. And I have it set on a rail, and you build it using a cart assembler, and then you glue it together using super glue. So yeah, I glued this together, slapped a chest on there, and then this is also dumping into our controller. And then these are all of the drawers that contain the resources that can be got from the farm, and I'm saving these two for the tier 8 and tier 9 chicken seeds. Making our way back into the Ars Nouveau room, I did place more of these frame blocks so that it masks the stone and the archwood planks together to create a cohesive look. I did go ahead and gather the materials that we needed for the Echo of the Enchanter. And notably for the sea shelf, this recipe was the most difficult because you have to get pufferfish. And how do you get pufferfish in a world full of stone? The answer is you use this fishing dynamite. You just throw it into a water block and then it gives you fish. There don't even have to be fish in the water. It just gives them to you. And it's not even that expensive to craft. We get this from using the crook on sand. You can get gunpowder from crushing flint. It's a super easy recipe. So yeah, that is how we got these materials for the Echo of the Enchanter's quest. And then coming into the lava room, you may notice that the lava is no longer here. I used the hose pulley, and I essentially pulled from one hose pulley into another and lowered the lava level by 1 block and then put stone over it. So it's still there, just under the stone. And then over here is how we consolidated our power. I did go ahead and craft more magmators. Now I did only level these up to Niotic because I noticed that lava in this pack has actually been nerfed. It only generates 500 FE. So the max we'll ever get is 500 FE from lava. And the Niotic tier just happens to go above that 500. The one before is like 400. So above Niotic, you're getting the max amount from the lava. So it was actually kind of a waste to craft these spirited magmators, but it's okay. The recipe was not that expensive. And then I have the energy cubes set up in such a way that it sends power down. And then after sending power down, it's pulled into this cable and then pushed into the ender cell and the entangleporter. And then last but not least, this is the last thing that I made. This is an automatic haunting station. So the encased fan is pulling air through this way, through the haunting catalyst. And as you can see the blue particles there, it haunts the sand into soul sand, and then it dumps it into the storage. Now this is 0 because if you remember, the logistical transporter is pulling out all the soul sand, but I do have both of those drawers linked so that we can see the soul sand. But eventually it will start to create a backlog in here. So that is all of the things that I did while I was off camera. Now what are we going to do in today's episode? Well, let's consult the clipboard. Looking at the clipboard, we have complete the Enchanter's quest. Cool, we're going to do that right now. After that, we're going to find the vault from the Wayfinder's quest, which I already did. I dug over using the compass, and I found the place where it will allow us to create a time door, and then I marked it on the map. And then after we complete the vault, we should be able to make both of these world engine upgrades. Then we should be able to make our way through immersive engineering to get a dimensionalist. And then after we get the dimensionalist, we will make a mob farm. So what do we need to do to complete the enchanter's quest? Well, we need to use these materials that I've placed in the barrel right above my shoulder. In here, we have the spirit attuned crystals, which should give us all of the Eterna that we need to create some infused bookshelves. So all that you need to do is just place down your enchanting table, and then you can throw some of these crystals around, and we have the 45 Eterna that we need. So we should just be able to... Wait, we may need other things to infuse these bookshelves. Bear with me, it would seem you do not just need 45 Eterna, you do need some Quanta and some Arcana, so allow me to craft some Hell Shelves. This is the recipe, super simple, we should just be able to get this from Netherrack, which we have plenty of, because we mined some while we were over there. I did have to go back and get some more Netherrack, but I guess that would give me the ability to show off this really awesome furnace that I made. This is my netherite furnace, and it smelts so fast, guys. Look at this thing. It is absolutely insane. And when you put in this upgrade, when it smelts the ingots and like the blocks of stuff, it smelts an entire block in one tick. I'm not even kidding. It's that fast. It does blow through coal, but I mean, that's okay. We have plenty. So using our nether bricks, we should now be able to craft the hell shelves. And there we go. We now have our 21 hell shelves. Seems to be all the ones that I can make right now. But now we should be able to make the infused bookshelves that we need. So I'm going to start by just placing down some hell shelves and then some sea shelves. And that should be enough to start infusing at least the hell shelves, as long as we have more Eterna. There we go. Now we just need lapis. And we need our levels. We can get that from here. Do this. Now we just need to get 4 deep shelves and 2 echoing deep shelves. So we need to get to 60 Eterna, 40 Quanta, and 40 Arcana. And to do that, we probably want to do... Yeah, here we go. If we get some infused hell shelves, we should be able to get to 60. And if we're already at 45, that means we just need to do 3 infused hell shelves. So let's do that. Or wait. Since we ran out of levels, we do have enough now that we can get there. So let's place these down. But we need more Arcana. But we have sea shelves that we can place for more Arcana. Does that give us enough? No, it does not. Oh, maybe because I placed it farther away. Duh. Let me actually place it in the range. And let me replace these. Now do we have enough? Yes, we do. We just don't have the levels. Okay, well, since we can't do it now, we should try to go to the Wayfinder and see if he can give us enough levels to make the deep shelves that we need. We need 6 in total. I imagine fighting whatever we're going to fight in his structure will give us enough to be able to upgrade our shelves. So we're just going to use the staff of traveling that we got in the last episode and zip along until we get there. Here we are, the place where we can do the Wayfinder's vault. I had it in my hand. Well, here goes nothing, guys. Oh, it's dark in here. Let me go get some night vision. Okay, that is much better. No way. It's Portal. We're in Portal. Oh. Oh my gosh. What? This is insane. I'm losing my mind. It's just straight up Portal. How do we get out of here? Oh, there we go. We got out. GLaDOS, you're not going to keep me again. I've beat Portal 1 and Portal 2. Right click to collect cubes and cores. Right click to select only an exit destination. Oh, so maybe I see what we're supposed to do now. I get it now. Okay, so it places a portal where you are looking. That's how we were able to do this. Because I guess I clicked out here on the floor. So then where are we supposed to go from here? Maybe this button? Aha, there we go. That's what I wanted us to do, is press a button. It's genuinely just Portal. Give me my cube. Give me my companion cube. Oh, right here. Got a companion cube. Perfect. Please move quickly to the next chamber, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the gold block are not part of this test.
As part of our required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
It's just... wow. It's just a replica. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. So wait, we need to go get the cube first. Can we, like, portal in here somehow? Oh, I see. I understand it now. We somehow need to be able to place a portal. Okay, wait, let's go over here first. See what we can do over here. There's got to be some way. Aha, okay, I see it. I spotted it now. Get that portal. Well, crap. I want that one. Let me out! Okay, I saw it. It's right here. So you go through here.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication.
All right. There we go. Okay, and then we get this, and we get our cube. And then do a little parkour to be able to reach the chamber over here. And then go back in here. This is so cool. Then we get to place our cube.
As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2.
Oh my goodness. This is giving me nostalgia for playing Portal. If you guys want to see me beat Portal on the channel, leave a comment. They even have the Emancipation Grill and the elevator. Amazing. Test chamber 3 out of 5. Welcome to the third test chamber. Mind the gap. Okay. How do we mind the gap? Can we use our portal gun to mind the gap? We can. Okay. Easy enough. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay, so there's a cube down there. What do we need to do here? Oh. And what does this do? Does that open that door up there? Well, we just... I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly. They have Cave Johnson. Alright, let's get started. This test involves something the FTB boys call repulsion chicken gel. Don't ask why it exists, just use it, and try not to think about the smell. Thank you, Cave Johnson. Whoa. Okay. That is... wow. Oh. See a skull through the wall of a previous test subject. Okay. So wait, I see something up here. There's a dispenser. I have a cube. Aha, I see a button over here. There we go. What did that do? Oh. Aha. Oh, it's on a timer. Ah! Okay, I'll be ready. Aha! I did it. Here we go. Historically, humans displayed an irrational fixation on shiny yellow metals. In your case, this suggests gold blocks. You'll feel productive, even though you aren't. Okay. Oh. See a gold block. How do I get in there? Oh, there we go. Aha! Cake is a lie. Indeed, yes it is. So, what does that do for us? Are we able to proceed now? Yes, we are. Okay, we can keep going up. Test chamber 4, we did it. I don't know if we did it right, but the next text might have you go... Oh. Whoa. What are you? Pinch beetles. Ow. Okay, was that the last one? It was. Got a trial key. Okay. Always watching. Always watching. Here's a groundbreaking discovery. Pressing sneaking negates the gel's effects. Yes, even you should be able to manage pressing one key. I mean, pressing sneak? Please don't kill me. Hey! There we go. I love that little chime. What does that do for us? Oh, okay. Here we go. I see. Aha! You did not have to place a portal. You just had to use the trapdoor. Okay. The cake is a lie, but it's right there. Oh my gosh. This is crazy, dude. This structure is so cool. Can we get in there? Oh, we can. Oh, it's just GLaDOS. Okay. Get out. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, let's climb the ladder now. We go through here? Oh, wait. Can we just break? No, we can't break the bars. Maybe I'm missing something. It is talking about buttons. Maybe there was a button in here. Oh, that's the button. It's that. It's literally bright and in my face. So maybe now there's a way that we can go through. Ah, there we go. Now it opened a path for us to go. Okay, I felt stupid, but I heard you in there. I knew what you were. Give me what you got. That's useless. Okay. Another button. Look at Department says I gotta tell you, no chickens were harmed making this gel. They were, however, mildly inconvenienced. Some of them are still angry. We've got lawyers on that. Gotta go all the way over there. There we go. Looks like there's a button there. Okay. Now what? Back up? Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Test chamber 5. Here we are, guys. Last one. Oh. Oh, look at you. You actually finished all 4 test chambers. Amazing. You must be so proud. Either you're a certified genius, or you're just slightly less incompetent than the FTB employee who built this disaster. Don't worry. Both are equally unimpressive. Please proceed to the next chamber to be awarded, then. Something tells me she's going to kill us with deadly neurotoxin. I mean, is this just straight up the GLaDOS boss fight? Oh my god, it is. Oh, you actually thought there would be a reward. That's adorable. Unfortunately, there isn't one, and there's also no way out. But don't worry, if you just stand there quietly, I'll be happy to send in some lovely robots to collect you. Or maybe I'll just fill the room with a slow, relaxing gas. Either way, your test is over. No, it ain't, GLaDOS. You're done. We gotta take off our cores and throw them in the reclamation. Wait, I think we have to go in here if I remember the game. And there's like a... Okay, here we go. Trash incinerator. Press to open. Only remains open for a few seconds due to high power consumption. So yeah, you hit this, and then portal over there. And then you take the cores and you throw them in here. But now we have to get the cores off. How inconvenient. My toxic gas system appears to be offline. No matter, I'll make sure it's fully operational for the next test subject. With any luck, they'll be far more compliant than you. Is that right? Let's go up here, maybe? I hate that there's no, like, timer. Oh, right. Red core. You like mine, you? Oh, wait. Over here. Maybe this is what makes it happen. Here we go. RAM overclock. What did you do? You overclocked my RAM. How clever. And now, oh look, a personality core just fell off. Don't get too excited. It won't save you, and this just makes me less patient. Go. Go, 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 go. Toss in the core. Okay, that's 1 out of 4. Wait. Generator room. Oh, it does the rockets. That's what it's simulating. Because in the original game, there's like these rockets that you have to do. You have to like use your portals. She shoots rockets at you and you use the rockets to damage her. So we got 1 of the cores. Now we need to figure out how to get the rest. Gotta be missing something. I've been running around here for ages, dude. Alright. What do you do? Oh. Okay. There's a ladder. Oh, and a trapdoor. Okay, we get to crawl through the vents again. There's another trapdoor. Oh, there's a button. Okay, what did that do? Did that open the gate over here? It did. The companion cube! Oh. Oh, brilliant. You found the companion cube. How touching. And look at that. My orange personality core just dropped. Really, you're just full of surprises, aren't you? This isn't going to help you. Something tells me that it probably will. Is there a core down there now? Oh, there is. Okay, let's go ahead and get that incinerated. Go, 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 go. Drop it in. Alright. Now, is the generator room open? It is! Okay. Oh, here we go. Guess we place our companion cube down. That's a scary noise. Power delivery overdrive. Oh, wonderful. You found my power control room, and of course you just had to press the button. Congratulations, another personality core has fallen off. Are you trying to make me unstable, or is this just your idea of fun? I'm having fun. Oh, it's down here. Oh, I see something up there. Okay, we'll go for that next. So now, wait, can you just kind of do that? I mean, Minecraft logic tells me that'll work. Yep, it does. Okay. So I guess let's go check out this thing that opened up here. Looks like there's enough room for us to portal through this gap. Okay. Aha, I knew that there was something up here. So what now? Oh, it's just a door. Bruh. Okay, guess we follow the blue lights. Is there something for us to do up here? Maybe. Aha! There we go. Manual OS kernel override. Luckily we brought our companion cube with us. What? The companion cube? Inside me. It's updating my main protocols. My blue core detaching. Systems recalibrating. That's right, GLaDOS. I will be your downfall. Okay. Where's your core? Give me. Alright, here's the last core. Let's go incinerate it. I think we get to keep our companion cube too. I'll incinerate that other one too. I don't need it. There we go. Goes the last core. GLaDOS, you're done for. Oh, here we go. We got our cake. Oh. Haha. Okay, I'll fall down the chute. Whoa. Don't forget to collect your reward. Yes, the star. Get our Chronoton star. The FTB dev who built me gently asked me to remind you of this. If you've already done so, you can /home back to your safe place for now. Alright guys, we got our Chronoton star. Now we didn't get any experience, but that's okay, because we got our Chronoton star. Let's go. Oops. So using our Chronoton star, we can make Chronoton glass. And I just so happen to have the things we need for that right here. So let's go make our Chronoton glass. Here we go. Aha, there we go. Got our Chronoton glass and a depleted Chronoton star. Beautiful. Let's see what our gift is. It's just a router. Bruh. What's our other gift? Ooh, okay. So now we have to speak with the echo of the Wayfinder. Now that is good. We should be able to get into Project E with that. Interesting. Let's go talk to the echo. Your course is set, traveler. Greatness lies ahead of you. I have no further guidance for now. Seek out the other echoes as your path continues to unfold. So now we should be able to build the Chronoton Glass upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. This thing really is starting to take shape. Got all those world machine blocks, the Chronoton Glass, Source Stone. Here we go. Beautiful. Now we can place our companion cube down as a little trophy. I think I'll place it underneath our obelisk. There we go. We'll always have our companion cube with us. Beautiful. Next up, we should use these spawners that we got to make a mob farm. So I'm going to get some materials that you need for a basic mob farm, and then we're going to go build it. Okay, and everything you see in my inventory is pretty much everything that you're going to need to set up a mob farm, minus anything that you're going to need to store and pick up the mob drops. This is pretty much everything that's going to facilitate the killing of the mobs and the moving them around, and then the actual spawning of the mobs. These are different items you can use to enhance Apotheosis spawners. So, the pistons that I have will actually decrease the spawn range, because if you hold a piece of quartz in your hand, then it will actually do the opposite effect, and it will remove the spawn range, which is what we want. We want to put these guys close together so that we can funnel them into our mob masher. Gas tiers increase the max number of entities. The sugar and the clock make it so the mobs spawn faster. The echo shard makes it so that the mobs drop more loot. The white wool makes it so that the mob spawner is silent. The fermented spider eye makes it so that more mobs will spawn, and then the conduit will make sure that the spawner ignores all spawn conditions, so that it'll spawn no matter what. And we're going to use wither skeletons because they're a good source of experience, and also we need to get wither skeleton skulls to spawn the wither. We have a few, but I think we're going to need to kill the wither just a few more times. So let's go ahead and get this farm set up. So there is one block that I forgot to grab, and that is some entity conveyors. So the fan is going to push the mobs from this way towards us. I'm going to place the mob masher right here in the center and load it with all of these different upgrades. They say what they do. Pretty self-explanatory. And then I'm going to use the conveyors to actually funnel the drops. I'm actually going to set this back one more block. And then we'll funnel the guys into the mob masher. Loopy, why do you have to annoy me? So I'm going to place our spawner, and I'm going to place a torch here just to make sure that the mobs don't spawn yet. And we're going to set all the different attributes using this. So now it is the fast. Going to add in the clocks to reduce. You see we're reducing the max spawn delay. We have time warp spawner. And then we can use this to increase the number of entities. And we can use the spider eye to increase the spawn count. And then lastly, we want to use the conduit, so we can use this to make it silent, and then this to make it echoing. And then that should be everything. Oh, right, we have to use the pistons. We have to hold this in our offhand, and this will actually decrease the spawn range. So we want it to spawn right up underneath this. I'm going to place our mob fan down, place our upgrades in it, and now we need to get a lever to turn it on. Plop down the lever. We'll go on this block behind it, and that should turn it on, yeah. Now, how to get over there? I think what I'm going to do is just block it like that, and then we can block it up, and then we can destroy this, place down our tinted glass. I wish I'd push this back one more block. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. And the reason I want to push it back one block is so that I can have my upgrades and stuff sitting here, like so. Like, I want to have my stuff sitting here so that it's recessed, it's not bleeding out into the hallway. And I am going to just light up the area with torches again so that our spawner doesn't spawn things. We can replace our mob fan back down with the upgrades, add back in these because we did destroy that. Make sure I'm in the middle, place this down, and then we should be ready to go. Besides this, I actually want to set up some redstone links to be able to turn this on and off. So let's go ahead and grab some of those. I'm just going to come around back here with the redstone link. I'm going to set this to, why not? We can be decorative. Let's make it a propeller. And then I'm going to grab my wrench, right click on it to make sure this is set to the receiving signal. And then I'm going to come over here, bring up my glass one more block, and then I'm going to place that over here, set that to that. and then throw down the lever here. And as you can see, the fan will start to turn on and will turn off when we click the lever again. And now I can place more blocks up here. Place this temporary block. That will get collected by our backpack. And then now we should be ready to use the conduit, but we just need to get rid of that. And I can actually use a spell for that. We have the break spell. And there we go. And it broke more than I wanted. Okay, we'll just go collect it manually. Trying to be cool never works out for me. So let's place down the conduit. Use that. Uncheck spawning. All right, and they should start spawning here soon. Maybe we need to bring that down by 1 block, though. Let's try that. They should have started to spawn the moment I did that. Oh, yep, there we go. That was it. Oh, okay. Goodness, that was almost bad. Look at those guys. They are ruthless. Okay, so it seems like breaking the glass makes us lose a redstone link. That's weird. Oh, it went in here. Okay, so I did not need to give myself another one. Oops. Oops. Okay, so now these guys will go here, and now we just need to add a lever to be able to turn on and off our mob masher, but I'm actually going to make that a redstone link because it looks cleaner. Actually, we need to set something, so I think I want to set, we'll do like an iron sword. We'll put that in the top slot, use a wrench, and then cover that up, and we can place the corresponding link over here, and then set the signal to an iron sword. Well, maybe not a sword. I didn't realize it looked that bad. Maybe a better item. Ah, here we go. A skeleton skull. It'll kill you if you click that lever. And now let's grab another lever. And plop that on, and then they will start dying. Oh, and there's a lot of resources in there. Okay, let's configure this and set it into a better area. There we go. Let's increase that so that it takes over the whole room. There we go. Let's place in the rest of this glass. And then we can get rid of that. Now let's do the area for the experience collector. Lower its speed. Decrease you down. And move you over. That's the wrong way. Put you in the center of the room like so. And there we go. Now we have configured it. Should be able to collect experience like so. And now we have experience. This is our easy XP farm. And then this, yeah, we need to throw a void upgrade on that quickly. So we should void overflow. And we should definitely allow swords to get voided. You know what? We need to do an advanced void upgrade. We need the better options. So we need to tell it to always void swords. And the upgrade works in GUI as well. And there we go. So we need to add this to the allow list. There we go. Now we're starting to get wither skulls. Wow, we have so many. So yeah, if I just try to put more swords in, they get taken away. And then we'll do void slot overflow. And then we can throw a stack upgrade in this chest as well. There we go. That cleans it up real nice. So now we can take all the swords out, toss them back in, and then any swords that go in will get destroyed, and then anything that overflows will also get destroyed. So if we get any more bones and they happen to overflow a stack, they will also get destroyed. And we can set this to be that it voids anything after it fills up the whole storage. Actually, I'm going to make a second upgrade because I want this one to just completely always void the swords. And then the second upgrade will be set to stop this whole thing from overflowing. Okay, our second upgrade. Now we want this to be the void storage overflow and then the blocking mode. And then works in GUI as well. So now as this fills up, we should start to see that the items here that get on the ground will actually be voided. So there we go. That is how you set up a simple mob farm. And there you go. That is a lot of experience. Let's grab that out. And we are now 3 levels away from being able to do our bookshelves. So just going to wait for this to produce some more experience, and then we'll go infuse those bookshelves. So while we wait on this to tick up in levels, the next thing that I want to work on, I actually grabbed this from the Echo of the Wayfinder after we completed his quest. We should make the player transmitter. That will allow us to start actually getting power to our character. So stuff like our wireless crafting terminal, our staff of traveling we won't have to manually fill up anymore. It will just start filling up on its own for us. So what I need is this player aerial pearl. So I have this one. So we need to go find a zombie or a husk. I think the best place to do that is going to be by revisiting the stone dungeon. So I'm going to make my way over there now. Okay, and here we are at the stone dungeon. So what spawner can I grab? Can I grab a zombie spawner? So I would like one. Seems to be stuff around here. There's a guy. Let's grab him. So there we go. We now have our aerial pearl. Is this a zombie spawner? It is. Give me that. Okay, so with our aerial pearl, we are now able to craft the player transmitter. And then we can upgrade it through the tiers. So I'm just going to get that upgraded. And there we go. We now have the spirited player transmitter. So now you can see my staff of traveling is kind of low from all the stuff that we did. I'm going to use the configurator, change it to the energy mode, change it to push, and then push into the player transmitter. And you can see it's not doing anything. That is because we need a card. Specifically, we need a binding card. So we can get a blank card. And then we need actually a rotten flesh, unironically. So we do need to use that zombie spawner. Once we get a rotten flesh, we should be able to make the binding card. And we can actually make it a dimensional binding card by using it onto an enderman. And that means it will bind to us and be able to provide us with power from any dimension, anywhere. So I'm going to go back to the dungeon. Ah! Staff of traveling is taking me too far. Okay, we got it. We got what we needed. Okay, craft it. We're back through the portal. Beautiful. Now we need to use the Enderman spawner. Okay, place you down. Okay, perfect. You spawned one. Now I got that. Give me that back. And now I'm going home. Awesome. We now have our dimensional binding card. And once I place it into the transmitter, you can see... Oh, I have to bind it to myself first by just right-clicking. Now... Boom, you can instantly see that my staff of traveling starts to fill with power. Now, while we were waiting, the experience holder should have plenty of levels for us. Beautiful, we now have 71 levels. Now, we should be able to infuse our deep shelves. Now, remember, we did just need 6. So, let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we are 2 levels too short. Beautiful. See that mob farm? That is critical to our success. I knew we would need that. I'm so happy we got that set up. So now we have our 6 deep shelves. We can turn 2 of them into echoing deep shelves. And that should take care of the quest. Well, looks like we've unlocked tier 3. Oh man, I'm so excited to see what tier 3 brings. Let's see what we get from here. An ender chest. Oh, I love this mod. This is such a good mod. This is how we would have gotten our infinite lava from the nether if it existed. We can use the ender tank to do that. That's how I would have done it. That's how I've done it in other packs. We should now auto-build the enchanting upgrade. Let's go back and speak to the Echo of the Enchanter. Hello, Mr. Enchanter. I have finished your quest. You are attuned to the power of the deep. When the moment arrives, will you embrace it or recoil from it? There we go. Looks like we've now unlocked the rest of his shop. Beautiful. Well, let us build the World Engine upgrade. Just gotta submit these. And assemble the upgrade. Ooh. A little bit more cinematic for this one. Where are the blocks going to go? Ah, down there. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. Next up, we have to speak with the Echo of Guidance, and we get max unearther level from doing that. Well, let's go talk to him. Alright, Echo of Guidance. I've done it. Progress verified. 3 new archives are now ready for deployment. Your world engine can now support tier 3 upgrades. The work will now reboot 3 additional archives. The Echo of the Infernal carries knowledge of the underworld, a place where few have survived. The Echo of the Catalyst manages machines and tools designed to accelerate your progress. The Echo of the Lightbender manipulates quantum and subatomic mechanisms. Task: return to me once you've completed the Catalyst and at least one other tier 3 world engine upgrade. Okay, now let's consult our clipboard. Complete the Enchantress quest, we did that. Find the vault from the Wayfinder's quest, we did that. Make the remaining tier 2 world engine upgrades, we did that. We did not do this, but we did do this, so we can cross that off. So the last thing that I want to get done, I definitely want to get this done soon, but I don't think I have time for it in this episode. So we will definitely do this at the start of the next episode after we speak to all of the new echoes, but we're not going to speak to them today. You're going to have to come back for the next episode as the Loopy is dropping stuff. Well, alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys are excited for the next video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what you're excited for, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace out guys. Whoa.